Well, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Polite as Fuck. We're back at it with
Hey.
our holiday Zoom. It always happens, Christmas and summertime. We're just two busy gals.
Yeah.
Um, well, Merry Christmas and happy holidays. I don't know what happened to my voice there, but
Happy holidays, Happy New Year.
yeah, we're
Wait,
right there.
this comes
Yeah,
out
this
New Year's
is.
Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
My God, what has happened to the year? Anyway, yeah, well, Erica and I, of course, are just like, we were just catching up, and then I was like, wait a second, let's just like save it for the podcast. So we'll do a little recap of our holidays. I was just telling her how I didn't really do anything. And the only thing I am excited about is I went to TJ Maxx with my sisters and got a bunch of like, not a bunch, but a few like new house things that I feel like I'm excited about. It's like nothing even like
Wait, can you
crazy
tell
and
me
new.
what it is?
It's a new cutting board. I'm thinking this one will be like specifically for meat because it's like
Okay.
a wood cutting board, like not to get like gross, but like we have the one that we use everything for, and now that we have that one wooden one, I'm like I've not used the plastic ones in a year. Like I really have not even touched the plastic ones, but I'm like, damn, if I'm cooking and I need to like cut meat or something like an onion and then I go straight into like cutting something else, I'm like it just is gross to have it all there. So I'm like, "Oh, this can be the specifically disgusting
Meat
wood
one.
cutting board." Yes. What else did I get? Oh, I got a few more of those um like reusable or washable like cloth
Oh,
bags.
nice.
They're not washcloths because we don't use them, but they're like for the kitchen, you know? And they're
Yeah.
like a cute little flower pattern. And then I also got reusable or washable like napkins. And they have like little
Nice.
martini glasses on them.
Cute. I
And a
love
new
that.
sponge and three new shirts that I didn't need, but I got
I
anyway.
love. That's so
Yeah,
good.
I
That's so
know.
funny because I also am excited because I got house stuff for us too.
Oh
So
God,
when
are
you're like,
we
I got
old
house
or
stuff, I
what?
was like, oh shoot, did we get the same things? But we didn't. I got us a kitchen mat. So when you're standing
Oh,
cooking, it's like comfortable,
nice.
And a new curtain rod for the one that's hanging out of the wall currently above the sink.
I've added to it because my friend from work got me some like Spanish moss, which is an air plant, but I'm not
Ooh.
even kidding you. It is like this big and it just drapes everywhere. And at first I didn't know where to put it and I had it in my room and it just kept falling off and like littering dirt everywhere. So I'm like, outside will kill it. I tried putting it on the table and it just looked like this shaggy centerpiece. And I'm like, where else can I hang it? And so I'm like, oh, it looks good. It looks cute, but I'm like, it's out
I
of
like
sight, out of
that.
mind. So
I feel like our kitchen is really coming together. I also for Christmas got a KitchenAid.
what the fuck is a KitchenAid? Oh my God, the zip, 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 that thing. Oh, yes.
So
What
we have that.
color?
It's just gray.
Oh,
Um,
love. Imagine if it was like this color, the pink color, the size of our mic or size, the color of our microphone.
I know. I don't think my dad listens. I would have picked a different color, but I appreciate it
Hey, a
nonetheless.
KitchenAid is a freaking KitchenAid. We will take it.
Yeah. I don't think it has the attachments, but you can get attachments to like make pasta, to grind your own meats, to do all this stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, look
Very
at
fancy.
us.
We're gonna have a decked out kitchen.
Yeah, fuck yes.
2026, the year for cooking.
Which we dabbled in this year. That's on my list of things that I was like
Yeah.
thinking about. So, but other than that, that's really all I did. Got some family time in, which actually I was kind of nervous about whether or not that was going to happen since I knew I was staying here or like in San Diego for the holidays.
Hmm.
But it worked out and it was perfect. So, yeah, how
Good.
about you? How was besides getting a KitchenAid, what other fun stuff did you do?
I feel like it was a very like never-ending Christmas because Julia was here early 'cause she had to leave early. So we like did some things like it was a lot of like little stuff every day, which was nice. But yeah, she was gone the actual day of Christmas, so that felt kind of weird. I've never missed a Christmas. I feel like we've never not all been together on Christmas, so that was just like the first time.
Hmm.
But yeah, had my mom's, saw my grandpa, you
The
know,
whole thing.
all the things. And
Yep.
it's been really nice here. And But then it started like raining, windstorm, crazy. Now there's a ton of snow in the mountains and it's cold and I'm ready to get back to the sun. I've had my
Yeah.
so, but it was good. It was a lot of good family time.
Perfect. I love that.
Yeah, nothing. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, I'm getting into woodworking.
This is what like this is my one of my favorite parts of our friendship. I swear to God. Like it is just like nothing else to talk about. Oh, my what what well, okay. Woodworking? Is that what you
Yeah.
just said? What? How did this happen?
I well, my mom was asking me what I wanted for Christmas, and I gave some ideas. And I feel like I would like to do something with my hands. We all know I when it showed up about knitting, and I did try. I started knitting,
You
and
did.
I think it just isn't for me in this time of my life. I
I
like
feel
the
that.
idea of it,
Hmm.
but I don't think I have the patience for it.
Yep.
And
You have to
so I'm
try
like,
different things until you find your right craft.
yeah, so we're gonna try woodworking. I'm taking a lesson from the high school teacher.
Like right now, like while you're home.
Yeah, on Tuesday before I drive back.
This is awesome.
So, because if I like it, then there's a San Diego Craft Collective or something.
Oh, that's cool. That's
And
cool.
yeah, they have like, obviously, we don't have space for woodworking in our house. So they have like classes and things, and can take a class there if I like it.
That's really cool, actually. And is
Thanks.
that a new sweater?
It is.
So cute.
This is from Aerie, not
Ooh.
this. The issue with being tall is I have to like this is a large, which is fine, but like I don't like how boxy it is because I'm not usually a large, but the sleeves are too short if I get a medium.
Mm,
And I feel like I have to do that a lot. Like unless it's explicitly a long, I have to get the bigger size.
damn. But it's cute. I like the
It
color.
was on sale, Christmas sales. I also spent money I don't have, and that's fine.
Whatever. Well, I thought I was
Sweaters
going
I
to
don't
Disneyland.
need because I don't live in the cold.
Yep. That's okay. It gets cold. It's been chilly here. I mean, the sun is out now, but it has been cold.
We were at the lake earlier and it said it was 29 degrees, but it feels like 16 because of the winds. My face was so frozen, my hands, I was like, all right, I've seen it, I'm done.
Wow, yeah, that is a choice. Feels like 16, feels like you shouldn't be allowed to live. The fact that there are places like in this country that are worse than that
I
by
know.
a lot is crazy. And people
Yeah,
live there.
I know. Like Chicago.
I don't understand. I like literally have like a full-on hoodie and my fuzzy Columbia jacket when I walk to and from work in San Diego in December. And I'm still like,
I
anyway.
know. It's bad.
Woodworking, well, that's exciting. I can't wait to see your like little crafts that you come up with.
Thanks. I think I'm making a cutting board, so we'll have three.
Oh, yes. No, that's perfect. We can totally toss the plastic ones.
Yeah, finally get rid. Well, and I also lost the other one. That was like the charcuterie
Oh
cut.
yeah, that was more of like a display one. They did have a lot of those in TJ Maxx. I'm honestly a lot of it I had to like just restrain myself because I'm like this is a like fun activity to do with Erica together rather than just like, I had like way more things in my freaking basket and I was like, okay, it's time to get rid.
Yeah, I feel that.
Ah, well, that's exciting. Well, I have no woodworking in my future, but I don't know. We'll see. Who's to
I'm
say?
excited to do our 2026, whatever we want to call it, like what we want for the year. I know you're not, but I feel like there's things coming to mind that I'm like, oh yeah, next year I want to do that.
I will have to say, like, maybe I'm actually kind of speaking of like recapping the holidays before we dive into the episode, but like I don't know, there's been a little bit of shift. My attitude isn't as negative. I think it's more so like it's gonna happen. Like the new year is here. Ellie, you're turning 30. There's nothing you can do about it. Like fucking lock in and figure it out. So, and stop being a mopey little bitch. So that is like where I'm at, which I feel like is better than I swear to God, if we do a recap or whatever the fuck I said to you about my birthday, I'm like, okay, Ellie, you need to come down like 4 notches. Just chill
You
out.
know, it's okay. You experience the waves of emotion.
Thanks.
But I was on
They're
a walk.
happening.
I was on a walk with Darby and she's 30 and she was like, "I don't know why you guys are so scared." And I'm like, I don't know. I think it's just a different phase of life,
Yeah.
but it'll
Yeah.
be fun. It's exciting.
Yep. Yep. But well, I'm excited. Let's dive into our episode that we have today of just recapping this year. I
Yeah.
really liked your idea of kind of not a card game, but of like rating them and things like that because it
Like a
kind of just
scorecard.
yeah, and it I don't know, to me it makes me kind of like see the good rather than, like what I enjoy and what I'm so thankful for about the time that we live is the fact that I'm like so accessible to like my memories like right here by just like looking through my phone and seeing all of the like random pictures I took. And a lot of the times I'm not taking pictures of like the bad shit. It's like a lot of the happy stuff, which is like nice. But then sometimes like I scrolled past and it's like four of the subpoena pictures and I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. Like things like that. So
Wait, did that happen?
no, they postponed it, so it's not happening until January.
Okay.
So we'll see. Just another thing to add to the list of things that I need to focus on. No, I'm sure once it's like all done and I never have to hear this person's name ever again, I think that's when I'll like talk about it on the pod.
Yeah,
Fucking over it.
I feel that. Yeah, that's annoying that it happened and that you're dragged into this now months long thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It sucks. But yeah, let's dive in. Do you have a first one that you wanted to start off with that you were excited about of your list, or do you not care as much?
Well,
Oops.
I mean, I don't care. We can just go in the order. Um, I put travel on there. So I don't, do we want to do 1 to 5? Is that our
Yeah,
rating?
I think that's a good, yeah.
Okay, I feel like this year for travel was like a 2 for me, but I don't think that's bad. I feel like I was very much a homebody and like not really caring about
Hmm.
planning a big trip. Like I didn't have the desire to try and get out of the country. I wasn't like itching to go anywhere really,
Hmm.
but I was looking back at my camera roll and like I started the year off driving Julia down to Phoenix. And we ended up going back there, my sisters and I, later in the year, and were able to get Julia's wedding dress with her. I feel like we went camping. I went camping earlier in the year, and then we just went camping recently. I mean, yes, I did go to a wedding on the East Coast and stuff, but I feel like it was most of the time this year at home, and I enjoyed that. We got our floors done this year.
I know.
It feels like ages ago.
No, I know. I actually was scrolling through my phone and found a picture in February, maybe January, where the couch is faced up against the other, like the podcast couch is faced up against the other a wall, and so is the dining room table. And you can see the carpet in the background. And I like had to zoom in to be like, my God, that was white. Like that was a cream milk white color.
It
It is
was really gross.
crazy.
Yeah. I feel like once that happened, that like shifted my whole perspective of the place and I just wanted to hang out there. I was
Yeah.
like, this is cozy and I enjoy it here.
Yeah. I know.
What would you say?
Oh, for mine, for travel, I also was thinking two as well. I just compare it to I mean, not comparing, but I just think back to like the year before, 2024, where I went to Florida twice, like constantly kind of like bopping around, and visiting family and going back home and going to the Bay. And this year was way more homebody. I'm glad that I did get like two, like you said, I did one camp earlier in the year and then we just did one recently. So I feel like that was really nice. Both places that I've never been before, which is like exciting to go somewhere new. I think I did like local travel. I think over summer I did like a lot of beaches that I've never been before and like spent a little
Mm.
bit more time in like North County. I don't even know if that's like the right way to say it, but
Yeah.
anyway, more north. And even like exploring Long Beach with Sophia and things like that. So more local stuff, but definitely not to the extent of the traveling that I feel like I've done before.
Yeah. Do you feel like, I mean, you don't have to know, but are you thinking next year you're wanting to do more traveling or you don't know
I
yet?
do. I mean, like, I have a lot of thoughts. I've been, especially after being with family yesterday, and this morning, it just kind of like reignited just like some ideas and things that I want to do. So I do want to do more traveling. I'm like, of course, I want to like go to all of these like crazy freaking places, but I at least like do something big, at least one like big-ish thing, whether it's like
Yeah.
even in the country, even in the state, but like something that's like, what do you call that? Like intentional, like an intentional traveling thing. So
Mhm.
we'll see. We'll save it for the next step.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Yeah, the next one, there's a lot to these ones, the relationship ones. I have like a lot that I can say on that
Same.
one, but I will have you go first.
Okay, well, I had put when I sent this list to Ellie, I put friends, family, and like love. And I feel like my biggest focus ended up being my relationship with myself this year,
hmm
and that impacted all of those relationships in different ways. I feel like I didn't make a ton of new friends, and I actually feel like I maybe wasn't not the best friend, but I feel like I didn't maintain as many connections as I have in the past or like put in an effort to like, oh yeah, like our friend had texted us to do something, I'm gonna go do it. Like I kind of said no a lot more this year to things. And I had some quality time with family, but I feel like it was different because I'm really, really trying to like have more self-compassion and also not wanting to we kind of talked about it in the last episode, like, or a few episodes ago about like people pleasing. Um, just doing what I feel like I want to do, which kind of impacts relationships a little bit. And I don't know that it's negative, but this is my roundabout way. I guess I would score that like a 4.
hmm
Um, I don't think if, for me, if I think of 4, I think of like flourishing relationships and like all these amazing memories with family and friends. And I feel like I have some of those. I have great memories with friends and family and like dating this year. Maybe not great, but like relation or memories. But I feel like I've grown the most in my relationship with myself. And that has been, I've seen how that's impacted relationships. And I've like maybe lost ones that weren't even worth it to me
Yeah,
now that I'm like prioritizing me.
yeah. I love that. That's a
Thank-
great answer.
What do you think?
I can't relate. Um, no, I would probably say a 4 as well. I did a lot of family stuff with just Isabella turning 21 and finally like ever since I feel like Sophia turned 18, we were all like all of the cousins were like Isabella's turning 21, we're doing something. No matter what, like we're doing something and so finally able to do something with all of us. As like the girl cousins was really nice and then Tuli's wedding. But then I was thinking like more like other friendships and even relationships. I think I spent a lot of time saying like yes to a lot of stuff, which is like different. I feel like it's like opposite because I say no to a lot. And I think I in the past have, and I still do. I mean, I value like deep connection rather than like my mom always says like it's better to have like 4 quarters and 100 pennies. And I feel
Mm.
like this year I had like 100 pennies and I'm okay with that. I think it was something that was like a little different. It like sparked a little bit more of like confidence and just
Yeah.
meeting new people, even if it's not like we're going to be, the best, most lifelong friends. It's just nice to have a little bit of a sense of community that I felt like I was able like to be a part of as well as like contribute to that. And I feel like even in like relationships, I think, I mean, we've talked about it all the time on the pod, like obviously it's like a priority of mine, but I think this year of just like trying not to take it too seriously and also recognize things for what they are. And then I think like I said, like with family, having those two vacations, that was like pretty much it. And then also just like with Sophia living so close has been really nice. Like her just being able to come down and visit me at work or just hang out at the house and do like small little things like that. Even though it's not, it's kind of like the traveling thing, even though it's not this like big grand gesture, it's like all of those little things that I feel add up to these, overall memory and feeling of what 2025 was, the good shit at least.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say four.
No, I think that's a really good call out because we hosted a lot of people in our house this year.
Yeah.
And that was like, not that I forgot about that, but it is true. Like we had a lot of family and friends passing through and coming to us. And I guess I was thinking about that in terms of like, that's very easy for me. If you come
Hmm.
to me, if you stay at my house, that's really easy. But it is really nice to just host people and have people over. And I'm glad we have the space to do that and that
Yeah.
people visit.
I know I like had writ like when I was thinking of all the things about this year, I wrote like small little like silly lessons that I feel like I've learned, and one of
Mhm.
them was plan trips slash invite people to San Diego just because it takes so little effort, especially now that we have like a space to host people to just come, and like we have a pool, we have like a great community, there's things to do.
Yeah.
And having them over just even for like a weekend, those small little weekend trips, like with Britt coming down and even my mom being here and like the family and like your siblings. And it was really nice to have all of that. Even again, like it just like a few days. That's all you need. A few different
Yeah.
people, fill it up, and then there you go.
Yeah, it's great. Okay. Well, the next one is career.
Great.
Do you want to
Our
go first?
favorite. No.
Okay. I would rate mine a 3, I think, for the year. I started this year being like, I'm going to go to grad school and I'm going to change my whole career path. And
Mhm.
I'm proud of myself for like trying and applying and getting in and like going through the process because I feel like I learned it like kind of solidified things for me. I feel like if I hadn't have done if I had not done that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Maybe.
If I had not done that, I feel like I would still be thinking, oh, if I just go to grad school and become a therapist, then like everything would get better.
Hmm.
And anyway, I got in and I'm just like, it just didn't feel right. I
Hmm.
just was like, it doesn't feel like worth the money to me. It doesn't feel like something like I'm interested and passionate about, but I don't know if I want to switch my whole career path for this thing.
Hmm.
Um, and I have been able to kind of shift my career a little bit in my tech job to where I am like doing something where I'm learning, and that's cool. I like that. I don't feel bored necessarily by that.
Hmm.
But I'm not waking up every day thrilled for what I do, and I feel like I've kind of come to this acceptance that I'm probably going to stay in this space, and that's okay, but I want to work for a company and have the schedule and balance to where I feel like I'm not stressed out all the time. I'm not feeling disrespected. I'm not feeling like I feel like it's so easy to say thank you when someone does something, and like the fact that I took on someone else's job for the whole time they were on maternity leave, and like she thanked me when she came back, but just like no acknowledgement that I did that because they weren't paying for anyone else to do it and someone needed to do it. I don't know. It's just things that like that make it like I don't feel respected here, and if I'm going to invest most of my life
Hmm.
to working, because that's kind of what you have to do, I want to know that there's some appreciation, something, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
So I feel like it was an evolving year. I'm not like 5 out of 5, my career's awesome, but I learned some things.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely took the back seat for me this year. I think I started the year actually deciding to like not continue the kid job. I had like that part-time job of doing like that adventure stuff and it just like wasn't working out with my schedule and I just wanted to dedicate my time to some other like things that I was doing. And then I feel like after I had that dog, my like family that I was watching their dog when they left,
Mm.
I think that really just kind of alongside the relationship, like everything just felt like very surface level this year in a good way, in a way that I think was very beneficial for me. Should I be doing that every year? Probably not. I think it was necessary and probably, you know, important for me to do in that time. But
Hmm.
I think with the career, I mean, the score is definitely one. Like I could not give two fucks about anything. I think I just like worked over the summer and that was like enough. It wasn't until it got like a little bit slower and more just like the strain of everything, especially just like with the government shutdown and stuff, did I start to realize like, oh my God, like I have not really applied. I haven't really like not only applied, but like applied myself in like thinking of what it is that I even want to do like as a career. I feel very much like in the job space rather than like career space. And I don't really have any like um thoughts. Like I don't have
Yeah.
anything that's kind of like leading me one way or another, but I think that is okay. I'm trying not to like beat myself up about it too much. But I think this year, I mean, it was I had a job, you know, unlike a lot of
Yeah.
other people, and I was able to keep one, so that's a plus. Plus, it was like it just sucks about some jobs where you like the people that you work with, but it's like hard to work there. It's like when it, especially when I would say like comfortable, I feel very comfortable, which is nice, but it makes it hard to grow and like leave and try to be somewhere else. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I mean, I think it's time for just see what's out there. You never know.
Yeah, it's so hard because it's like I don't think you'll ever find a job where everything meets all of
Hmm.
the requirements, and
Yeah.
like being around people that you enjoy working with is huge
Yeah.
because that's really what makes the job. Is like if you hate who you work with, it doesn't matter if you enjoy doing whatever it is you're doing, but like if that is miserable, if you have to go work with people you don't like. So I feel like that is a huge thing if you have that, you know?
Yeah. So definitely a one on that one, but not horrible. And also trying not to like I feel like in the past I've like shit on where I've worked or like where I'm at in my life and like yeah, while it's tough, I also feel like I'm in this reflecting, you know, reflective mood. I'm feeling very like, you know, it's okay. You know, I'm
Yeah.
accepting. I understand that this is just where I'm at and it's all
Yeah.
good.
No, that is good.
Positive and whatnot.
I don't really know why I threw finance as a thing in here. I would give mine like I guess my finances for the year like a two.
Hmm.
I think I am obviously not destitute, but wow, I just downloaded a budgeting app and it's bad. It's not good.
Oh no, the like amount of pictures of me being out at restaurants and bars this year, I'm like, cool. This was not the wrapped I needed for the year.
Yeah,
I'm like,
the
I did
amount of
not.
money I spend on food is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You, why are you doing that?
I will have to say though, I think just like the space that I'm in with my career, I do feel like I've been in situations before where it's like my use my money usage versus like the actual amount that's coming in is like not balanced. And I feel like, yeah, while it's like obviously I shouldn't be spending money on like stupid shit, I think that this year was like an overall like okay-ish year with it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's always room for improvement and like, yeah, while I didn't like completely stock up my freaking savings and like start doing all this other like investment to blah 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 blah, you know, all of the things I could be doing, like, you know, I feel like comfortable enough, you know.
Yeah, no, that's good.
What
I
did you
feel
rate
like
yours a
I'm,
two?
what?
What did you rate yours again? A two?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm getting there. I think I needed I mean, I would tell you, I'm like, I need a budget. I need to do my budget. And every month would go by and I just was scared, I think. I was scared of like looking.
Yeah.
And then yeah, now that I have this app that I'm paying for because I'm like, I cannot do this any longer. This past month I have been good, I will say. And the month prior, it was a good shape up for me. So we're 2026 maybe will be the year of better finances.
Yeah. You never know.
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Wait, what did you rate yours?
Um, yeah, probably a two. I would say a two.
Okay. I'm gonna change the order so that we end with personal growth. But fitness,
Whew.
I there's ebbs and flows of that this year for me. I think the last year was the year of fitness, and
Do
I
you want
was
to do
like,
like health and fitness in like the same category? Or do you want to do like health as like a different one?
no health. Feel like we could do them in the same.
Okay, perfect.
I think I would give myself a three. I don't think I was really motivated to do much in terms of like pushing myself really hard to train for anything, which is fine. But even like getting up to work out, it wasn't until like the last few months when I was paying for a gym for a few months that I was like, get up, Erica,
Hmm.
you gotta go. And I think I was just in like a little bit of a funk with that and not really knowing what I want to do that like makes me excited to work out. And health wise, I would say what maybe gives me a three is that I think just like starting to cook more at home, starting to be like more mindful of my eating and stuff. And I have been working with a nutritionist this year and not like any insane ways of like I'm counting my macros or doing anything, but really like my relationship with food and not thinking of food as like this is bad food and this is good food. Like just trying to be like I'm gonna eat this and I'm gonna eat that and like things in moderation. Not perfect at it, but I think it's something health-wise that has been good for me.
Yeah,
What about you?
I love that. I think overall I'd say a four on and no, three. I'll stick with three.
I feel like you've been on the grind.
Well, that's what I was thinking, but then I'm like, damn, I also have not where I really stuck to that thing that I said in that episode, whatever fucking episode we were talking, where I was like, no
Okay,
exercising
for
for the holidays. I have not done anything since October. I'm like, since Tuli's wedding,
no.
I've been on a straight bender of just, well, okay, we did have our, no, I can literally since the 1st of November until now, I've just been like, well, horrible. But I don't know. I think I no, I'll stick with a four. I'll give myself some grace here because this was the first year I ever did dry January, and I am anticipating to do it again this year. We shall see.
Okay.
But I was really proud of myself, and I'm not to say that I thought it was going to be difficult, but I think January fucked me up. Like January was a horrible month. I did not like the start of this year at all. And then I just think that I don't know. I think it was a lot of like a mental shift for me too, kind of what you were saying about the food of like, this is good food, this is bad food. It was more just like, this isn't a good workout or this isn't a bad workout. Like, if I wake up today and all I want to do, like, the only capacity that I have is like to go for a walk, then I'll fucking go for a 4 mile walk. I don't like, that's okay with me. Or like, if
Yeah.
only I can stretch because I'm like cramping because I'm on my period and that's like all that I'm like, my body's able to give, then that's fine. And same with the food thing too, of just like, giving myself some grace on just like, well, these are the hours that I work. And like, yes, I have to fuel myself. So while it doesn't feel like natural to be eating this dinner at 10, like it is better to have actual food than to be starving yourself or, whatever is happening. And I think I just really embraced a lot of just like acceptance and also like letting go of just like really not great like health things that I would just like tell myself like about like the workouts and like if I wasn't sweating and running as fast as I can or doing like lifting as much as I can, it didn't count as a good workout. And now I'm just feel like I wasted 45 minutes like fucking around in the gym when it's like, yeah, I just like had like a little dance party and that was enough. And it felt more fun. And I think that is like what continued me to like get up every day and do it. So I'm hoping to find that again soon, which I think I
Good.
will. So
Yeah. I feel like this month is a wash.
yeah,
It's just the time of year.
same
I
with
think
November. I'm like, there was so many things happening. They don't count.
yeah.
I also in this one, I think like a goal of mine, like a pretty big like goal that I said at the beginning of the year is to start therapy back up. And
Mm.
I did do that, and I'm proud of myself for going back.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's huge. I forgot about therapy.
I
That's a
know.
big one. Okay, our last one, personal growth.
Personal growth.
Are you scared?
Yeah. Are you scared? Oh,
Oh man. I think that this was a hard year, I gotta say. And I don't want to get emotional, so I'm gonna look at the tree outside the window.
okay. I will look at the Christmas tree.
How's it doing? Is it dead now?
No, it's good. She's doing great. She still smells good. I probably should water
Okay.
her.
Yeah, she might need some water if you haven't given her any.
Yeah, I have. I have.
Okay. Um, yeah, this was a hard year. I feel like I started this year not knowing what I wanted, and I think that's okay, but I think that uncertainty and just like feeling of what am I doing? Why am I doing what I'm doing? What is happening? Just kind of like permeated through everything, and that made like relationships hard. It made career hard. It made everything we just talked about like very difficult because I don't think you need to know everything that you're doing with your life. I don't think you need to constantly be like working towards goals, what have you. But like, I think because I had nothing in mind, it really was hard for me, just maybe because that's how the way that I am and how I operate is that like if I don't have something I'm working towards, I'm like, I don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing or what I'm doing it for. And I think it was a good lesson for me and why, like, I'm glad you brought up therapy because literally the first half of the year I was just so like what the fuck. And then when I started with my new therapist in our first session, she was like, it sounds like you need more self-compassion. And I was like, whoa. I don't know. That's crazy. It did shift my perspective and not saying things got easier, but I think starting to think about things through a lens of like being kinder to myself and being more like gentle and being more forgiving and all of these things that I'm not to myself because I'm not, I'm very much like, why are you, what, get it together, you know?
Mhm.
And so not having goals or necessarily like specific things, I think it was allowed me the time to sit in that uncomfortable space and to just be with my thoughts and spend a lot of time on walks and a lot of time like just thinking about things and reflecting and I don't know. I think if I'm gonna give myself a score for this, I feel like a 4, but I don't feel like it's because I'm like so perfect now and I know everything and I feel like I've grown. But I just think that I've worked through this year some really hard memories, some really hard, just like parts of myself, really hard. Like I faced a lot of stuff that I'd been avoiding.
Yeah, I was gonna say challenges. Like you've just had a lot of challenges.
Yeah. And I'm proud of myself for that.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, baby. Own that motherfucking four.
Thank you.
Uh, um, no, I personal growth is hard to like think about, and I think you and I are very similar because I think we're constantly looking at it all the time. It's not just like this time of year is like when we're finally, we just talked about it with like the people pleasing of just being so aware of
Hmm.
everything all the time that you are just and like being just so self-critical that I think just personal growth in general is just like something hard for us to even admit to having or like looking, and I think it's gotten easier as we've gotten older, which is nice. I also think, at least for me, it has been so much easier living with you because we're similar in that way. So I
Hmm.
feel like when one of us like opens that gap a little bit, then the other one opens up a little bit more. It just is like it's been this like nice like opening up, when both of us
Yeah.
can be a little bit like, no, 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 no. I think for me, I'd probably rate myself a 3. I think to like wrap up what I was talking about at the beginning of the year, like my main goal outside of like, therapy and all the like little things that I'm sure I talked about, like my main like mental communication with myself was like to let things go and to like stop giving a fuck about what people think. And
Hmm.
yeah, obviously it's not like cured, fixed, did it,
Yeah.
but it has been like a theme throughout the year. And while like, you know, things have like come up, whether it's been like relationship stuff, whether it's been like life stuff, like one of my other lessons in here is like it's all about like how you react to the unexpected, like your attitude. That is
Hmm.
just like one of the things that I've wrote down. And I think just having that in the back of my mind and knowing that that's something that I want to work on, I think grounded me a little bit. I think it made sometimes like some challenges a lot harder because I felt like I was failing and I felt like my insecurities were like staring me right in the face. And sometimes like, yeah, there were a few points this year where I did kind of like give into those. And I mean, it's all like a learning lesson. And I feel like I've learned a lot about myself. I think it's just hard because every year brings like different challenges. And so like while I'm like, damn, now I know better than to freak the fuck out when all 4 of my tires get fucked over. It's like, yeah, life happens, but then it's like, who's to say, it's just it's hard to say.
Yeah.
Um, but I think I am proud of myself for I think, alongside the therapy, just being a little bit more open with myself and at least trying to change the narrative in my brain and the way that I like speak about a situation, the way that I speak about other people, the way I speak about myself, has like a lot to do with like how you grow as a person or just how you like, I don't know, have a good attitude and just like
Yeah.
experience life. And that's been something that I think I've been working on and not even working on, but just like doing better at. Which has been nice. I think there's always like room for improvement. And I think within being like in therapy and like also just like experiencing life and like everything can sometimes be like a challenge or everything can be like a opportunity to learn something new. I more and more things come up. So like exactly what I said before is like once I feel like I've faced one challenge, I turn around and there's like 3 more. So just trying to keep like again, like change the narrative. I don't like saying positive attitude because sometimes that's really difficult for me, but just like just change the narrative, make it whatever it is that you want to make it. And so I don't know, we'll see if I can carry that lesson on and make it a little bit
Yeah.
stronger into the new year. I think there are I'm like so many ideas are just like coming into my brain right now, so it's a little choppy. I think that there are areas that I think I did better at when it comes to like personal growth, like health and fitness, like maybe communicating with friends and just like being a little bit more like honest about
Mhm.
stuff. I just mean, if my example would be like, if I don't want to go to something, just saying I don't want to go instead of doing the whole
Yeah.
like, yeah, which obviously I need to work on. But then there are other situations where I find myself like things that I thought I worked on, like my self-compassion or like, boundaries or whatever that I think I did really well when it comes to like talking with family members or talking with friends. I turn around and I like walk into my job and I'm faced with like a challenge where it's like the same type of thing, compassion or like respect or boundaries, and I like will let people walk all over me. It's like, or when it comes to relationships or whatever, it's like it's just kind of depends on which like focus or like, pie, which sliver of pie in my life if am I, able to do like a little bit better at that. And so I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, we'll see what the new year brings. But I think personal growth, I'm proud of myself. There's always work, or always room for improvement. So I think I'm gonna stick with a 3 on that scorecard.
Yeah, I like it. I like these little lessons. Did you have others that you wrote down?
I put, yeah, changing the narrative and adjusting my attitude with work. Yeah, how I deal with stress and how I speak. Be honest in therapy. Oh, dealing with the law in any way, shape, or form is unavoidable and always a pain in the ass. So just like deal with it. Like it, it it's like the jury duty thing. It's the same thing of changing the narrative. Like people are gonna have to do it, and like yeah, it's fun to bitch about, but at the same time, like when I let it have like a chokehold on my life, like
Yeah.
let it the fuck go. The IRS is gonna come no matter what, y'all. And then my last one is actions will always speak louder than words.
Mm,
And that's
great.
just for everything. Everything in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a good one. The control one is huge. Like, I think a lot of my frustration and pain and agony and whatever in life is because I so desperately am clinging to something and wanting to like force it to happen how I want it to happen, and that's just not real.
Yep.
That's not a thing that will happen. So
Yep.
I feel like that relates to like the IRS or whatever. Like you can't control another person. All you can control is yourself. So that's a tough one, but that's a good one.
Yeah. So, and like I said, I think I was just so avoidant to do any like reflection just because it's hard to like think about where I am. But I think looking through my phone, like all the pictures and then, recapping the year with my siblings and just other things, it always like is circling back to just one, letting go of what people think, because I think that is just like something that I struggle with. But then alongside it, like I said, of just changing the narrative and like my life is only as bad as I make it. I know that's like a super
Mm.
privileged thing to say, but I think that is just, I was approaching the reflection year and like thinking of 2025 of all of the negative things when like in fact they were like, it's another good theme I think we learned a lot this year is just like romanticizing these small little things. And I think both of us did really, really like well at that, even if that was like all we had. So
Yeah. I'm proud of us.
me too.
That's a big year.
I
A
know.
lot happened.
I know. We'll see what 2026
2026 is gonna be crazy. Some
will be
adventures
fun.
for sure.
Yeah. We can't escape them. They are quite literally
No.
unavoidable for us. You know this.
Oh, wait. Okay. I got a fob for my car. My dad, that was his gift
Oh,
to
oh,
me.
wow.
Yeah. So I can unlock my doors from afar. And hopefully I will never be locking my keys in the car again.
Yay.
Oh gosh. Okay, y'all. Well, you know where to find us. Polite as Fuck Podcast, wherever you get your podcast. If you want to start the year fresh, give us 5 stars, share with your friends, and we'll see you next year.
We'll see you next year, guys. Bye.
Bye.